Hi everybody, it's Jennifer with CreativeCrookedDesigns.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to be working on a two-page layout, which is like a hospital doctor layout. It's of my daughter, who had to have a endoscopy and a colonoscopy because she kept getting backed up. So I wanted to do a layout of that. The cartridges that I used are the, let's see, everyday paper dolls, and I used the doctor and the nurse. So here's the doctor, and he is cut at 5 inches in all of his accessories. And here's the nurse, who was cut at 4.5 inches in all of her accessories, and I gave her some earrings and doodled her up with her little Crocs, which I think are just super adorable. And I used the face assortment, the everyday characters, I believe. And then I just used some chalk on their cheeks and gave them some freckles. I'll show you. Here's her, and here's his. So I have those that I cut out. I used this punch. It's a Fisker's scallop punch on some of my paper. It's I have like a medium blue paper, then I have this pattern paper, and then I have a navy strip that I put in the middle of it. And I did some doodling around the edges of the bigger piece, and then the strip that I put in the middle, which I think is like 2 inches. And then on here I wanted to show you where I did my stitching. On the end here, I just cut a little bit of this paper off so you would still be able to see that stitching on the end. I don't know if you can see it very well in the camera. So let's go ahead and get started putting this layout together. The first thing I'm going to do is I have a picture of her and her dad, and I'm going to put this in the middle down here. I did go ahead and I created this in my Gypsy for the layout so I can see how I wanted everything to be. So I have that, and then I have another one of her watching TV in the pre-surgery area. And I'm just using my ATG gun to adhere all these down. This is going to go in the upper right corner. And I did some stitching also on the white border of my pictures. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach my doctor and my nurse. And I have them up on foam squares by Scrapbook adhesive, which I picked up at either Michael's or Joann's, I don't remember. So my doctor is going to go on this side, and then the nurse is going to go on the opposite side. And when I added her earrings, I just used my eye rock and the little gems. So there she is. And then on the other side, I cut out the hospital, which I cut at, what did I cut that at? On my Gypsy it was 4.54 with width and 2.69 on height. On the everyday paper dolls, the doctor is on page 60 and the nurse is on page 61, and I cut them black out so that I could do up their faces. So if you don't have a Gypsy and you want to use the paper doll cartridge, you can do it on blackout so that you can use the Peachy Keen stamps. Just in case you didn't know that. And my hospital is going to go up here. Let's see, move it over. So I want my title to fit on my page. Okay. And then I have two pictures. This one right before she went into surgery after they gave her some medication. And then I have one of her in the recovery room. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down. Oops. Pictures aren't the same size. And then I have the Band-Aid that I cut out from B is for Boy, and I cut the Band-Aid at 1.5 inches. And that one I'm just going to put down. I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just putting it over the two pictures right down here. And then my title says "My Tummy Hurts," because that's what was going on. Her tummy was hurt because she was so backed up. We had to take her to the emergency room a couple of times, and they did some x-rays, and she had huge gas bubbles in her stomach. It was pretty bad. So now she is on a regimen of milk and magnesia, which her doctor wants her to have every day. But when you are on a laxative and you take it on a daily basis, your body tends to rely on that. So I don't give it to her every day. I just watch how she's doing, and if she's not doing, going regularly, then I give it to her, and it usually works out fine that way. And I'm just working with my font, which I use the Plantin Schoolbook for this, and I use the Tall Ball feature, the creative feature on that. So there's my font and my finished scrapbook layout. And like I said, I'm probably going to do some type of journaling tag here, but I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that. But this is my scrapbook page, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick go through the title, and I'm going to use this pen right here, and I'm going to do some doodling on it. Just kind of adds a little bit to your pages. So that's my doodling. And I'll get you some pictures of that at the end. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.